Okay, today we are going to be discussing the chain drive system. It is also known as the chain and sprocket system. The green gear pieces we see here are called sprockets. You can see in the animation the teeth on this are spread a little bit further apart. They're a little bit wider. And with that being said, they're not actually meant to have the sprocket directly connected to another. The teeth would fit too loosely, and if you tried to power the system quickly, those teeth would actually be more likely to snap off. So we don't actually lock the teeth of our sprockets together. We use those with a chain, so they fit nicely into the chain piece. It is a reversible system. We can have either sprocket be our input. Same as with our simple gear train A and B, it's going to follow the similar as far as speed goes. We power our large sprocket if we want the small sprocket to move quickly and have our output be fast. If we want our system to move slowly, then we're going to power our small sprocket so that our large sprocket is going to be then our output, causing the system to move slower. When building these, we want to make sure that we don't over tighten our chain. We want to have a little bit of looseness to it. If we do, the shaft that goes through this sprocket and the one that goes through this will kind of start to bow towards each other. They won't actually be parallel anymore, and then that would cause the system to not move the way we want it to. Best practice is not to have more than 2 sprockets inside of your chain. Typically, it's not going to work as well as we want it to when we're building with our VEX parts to have more than 2 sprockets. So it doesn't work as well, so we keep our systems to 2 sprockets inside of the chain. This is the type of system, and because of that looseness, this is a system you would see on a bicycle. And so one of the most common fixes that has to be done to a bicycle is the chain slips off. And that's because we do want to keep a little bit of that looseness in there, and we typically will have that greased as well. So it's very common for a chain to slip off of a bicycle, but this is exactly what that system looks like. It would either be one end of it would be hooked to your pedals of the bicycle as your input, and then the output would either be hooked to your front or your back wheel, depending on what your bicycle looks like. So that way then again your pedals would be powering either the front wheel of the bicycle or the back, but this is the same system that you're going to see there. So again, that is our chain drive system, or we will refer to it as a chain and sprocket, because these are sprockets that we use.